in more times than one, you will find yourself in a situation where you are stuck. Say, for example, you might be working on a project, but you just cannot figure out what is the next step that you're supposed to take. Or maybe it's a career you want to level up, but you just can't figure out how. You ever been in such a situation? Or maybe it's that deeper kind of stuckness where you have absolutely no idea on what to do with your life. You've been trying things, but you're just not feeling it. You're not feeling the things that you've been trying. You're there, you're wondering, oh my God, what do I do? Who am I? That level of stuckness. Now, whatever type of stuckness you're in, I believe that the solution is one. My name is Lady Marichu, and in this channel we are all about learning how to step into our power. So I want to introduce you to a concept called monk mode. Yes, monk mode. Now, if you're wondering why the hell should I listen to this girl and what the hell is monk mode, I got you. I'm here to tell you everything about it because I've actually been doing it way before I even knew that it had a name called monk mode. So, what the hell is monk mode? Well, I want you to think about monks. You know, like monks in a monastery. What is it giving, that vibe, when you think of that setting? Monks in a mountain meditating, you know, it's giving you isolation. It's giving you total focus, because what are they doing in the mountains? They're just focusing on spirituality, like, you know, attaining enlightenment. They're just focused on one thing, spirituality. They're studying what do they study? The spiritual texts, whatever it is they study. But the point is they're focused on one thing. Another thing, it's giving no distractions, because they're not visited by their family. It's hakuna visiting day, hakuna siku yenye ati wanaenda off ama wanaenda leave. No, they're there through and through, all year, every day. They're just doing monk things. That's the third thing that it's giving. That is basically what monk mode is. It means isolating yourself, focusing on one thing, and removing every distraction. So there are two ways to go monk mode. Number one, people use monk mode when they're trying to, like, maybe there's a project that you're working on and you want to focus and finish it. They go monk mode, like total focus, working, putting in the hours, removing all distractions. They go into monk mode to focus on something for a particular period of time. That's one way. Another way people use monk mode is to absolutely do nothing when they're trying to solve a problem, when they're trying to know what is the next step that they should take, maybe in their finances, in their career, maybe in their relationships, or maybe just in their life generally. It's literally monk mode ya kukaa hivo bila kufanya kitu. You're just focused in yourself, as in your thoughts, thinking about something. That's two different kinds of monk mode. I'm actually planning to go on a 3-month monk mode, but it is to finish a project that I should have finished by now, because it's a pain in the ass, and I seriously should finish it in the next 3 months. So yeah, I've actually never done a monk mode for like 90 days. This is the first time that I'm going to be doing it. Normally I do monk mode for like 21 days or maybe 3 days, or monk mode, yeah, 1 hour per day focusing on something. Yeah, there's different. It depends with how your time is, how your schedule is. You can do like monk mode for 1 hour every day, you focus on something, or 1 hour every day you completely do nothing and just think about the thing that is bothering you. 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. Like, for example, if you look at the author of like Harry Potter, she had a kid, she had a job, so she used to go monk mode at night to write her books. Yeah, there's different kinds of monk modes. So the type of monk mode that I want us to talk about in this video is the monk mode that you get yourself into to figure out what to do next, to figure out what is the next step in my life, in my career, in that project. What do I do next? Because I mean, I could be here telling you guys, oh, work hard, focus, like grind, 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 never give up. But if you don't know where you're going, none of all that is going to make sense. Then, because number one thing is that you have to figure out a sense of, like, you have to have a vision. Like, you have to have somewhere you are heading towards, something that you're working towards. And so, some people, you have not figured that out yet. So what do? You go monk mode, their isolation. Now, if you look at all the people in the Bible that have been called by God, let's say like Moses, when did the call of God happen to Moses? When he went into the wilderness. What is that giving? It's giving isolation, he's there by himself, is giving no distractions. That's it. Even Jesus, when he wanted to talk to God and whatever, he went to wilderness by himself and he got the answers that he needed. Even for the Islams, Muslims, what did Muhammad do when he wanted to like be in communion with God? He went to the wilderness. Like in church, I see people making all these noises and I'm like, God is not going to talk to you in all these noises. He talks to people in silence. So if you're trying to figure out what to do next in your life, number one is that you need to like isolate yourself from the world, like plug yourself out of the matrix. It means that okay, unajua chenye utafanya na maisha yako, only you can give yourself that answer. Kuna mtu anaweza kuambia kwa sababu wewe ndio unajua vile una feel ndani yako. You are the only one who knows the things that make you feel energized, the things that interest you. It's only you who knows. So you need to like go inside yourself and find these answers. In fact, any answer to anything. Number one, shut down the noises nje yako. Isolation. No partying, nothing, no friends, nothing, no social media, nothing. Ukae tu, like kwanza decide unaweza enda monk mode for how long. Maybe you can take 3 days, maybe you can go for 3 weeks. Mimi napenda hiyo ya 3 weeks. But kama uko na schedule tight, just go monk mode for maybe 1 hour a day, where you set a time to just like think about that thing that is bothering you and like ask yourself like the questions. Like if it's a money problem or if you're trying to go to the next level financially, ask yourself a question like, how much do I want to be earning? What are the things that I can do that can put me in a position to be earning this amount of money, stuff like that. Na hivyo every day ukifocus on the same problem, sooner than later the solutions start to come, kwa sababu number one, you have shut down the noises of everybody else. You have shut down the noises of the world. And then the point of like monk mode, 3 days. Day 1 you shut off the world. Day 2 you shut off noises zenye ziko kwa kichwa yako hizo. Day 3 you start getting into that space that is pure creative energy, that flow state, that godlike state. That's when you start getting the answers. That's the point of monk mode. Like when you take monk mode, 21 days where you're not going to parties, you're not engaging with people, yani uko tu, you're not binge watching Netflix, you're not binge watching YouTube, you're literally just not doing anything except introspection. Like utapata like hiyo wiki ya mwisho, week 3, start seeing insights. Unaanza kuona vitu zenye huko unaona before. Like if it's a situation where you're not finding a way to solve it, you start seeing other aspects zenye hauko unaona before. Like that's the point of monk mode. When you're in silence, it is easy for you to see things clearly. And also ideas za like you start to see yourself clearly, yani hata akili inakuwa sharper, unaanza kusolve my issues hivyo. That's the point of monk mode. I guess this is one of the advices that are most important to me. This is like the best video I've ever made in my YouTube, because people don't get the importance of going monk mode. Hiyo ya ku unplug yourself from the world and like uko tu peke yako unafikiria certain things, like hivyo ndivyo mi hufanya. Like nikisikia niko stuck, kama nikisikia kuna venye maisha yangu haiendi venye nataka, I just unplug myself from the world, najikaisha hivyo. Na ukijikaisha hivyo for a while, you start, so the solutions to your problems zinaanza kushow up, kwa sababu when you remove all the noises that the world, like there's that voice inside you that usually knows everything. Like you start talking with the creative juices, you start listening, they start becoming clearer. Now you start solving your problems. Like me, even for me, like this is the one thing that you should like embrace. And I know like most people are usually like, I cannot do monk mode, because obviously day one, it's like fasting. Day one ukifast unasikia njaa mazee. You know, when you go monk mode, obviously day one unaanza unabweka juu, umezoea kuscroll TikTok, umezoea kuscroll Instagram. Me, I can switch off my phone for the whole month and hata sitafeel kitu. Ni vile tu mimi ni YouTube, I have to, you know, fuatilia things, but otherwise now umezoea tu kukua distracted. So obviously the first days za monk mode unaanza kufeel weird, and a lot of people hapo ndio wanasema, oh, you know, monk mode is not for me. No, but like just like fasting, day one you feel hunger, day 2 the purging starts, day 3 sasa, day 4 sasa unaanza kufeel rejuvenated, unaanza kufeel I can even go the whole day without food, kitu ni rahisi. That's what happens. Like ukingangana to the first days the monk mode, the other days they're just going to be amazing. You're going to be having these ideas zitakuwa tu zina flow. If you're an artist, kama ni you're trying to maybe write, I don't know, a song, a poem, when you give yourself that time to get into that flow state, ukije isolate unakaa, give yourself some time, utakuta you're just creative, words tu zina flow. Like that's, hiyo ndio siri. Like if you look at wale scientists, akina Nikola Tesla, what did he used to do? He used to lock himself. He gets into that, yani una quiet noise nje kabisa. I feel like a guru talking about quieting the noise. But anyway, it's just this is actually a spiritual lesson, but you can use it to solve modern problems. Even walikuwa wanafanya, wanajisolate from dunia, they spend hours in their labs, they like focus on something, and then they come up with something revolutionary. That is how all the greats have done and have been doing. So like you need to embrace this, man. So yeah, if you have any questions, drop them on the comment section. If you're a person who's been doing monk mode, I would like us to connect and let me hear your version of monk mode. So if you've liked this video, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up. I love you. See you next time.